Hey guys, Doug the Retirement Guy here. Dare to compare challenge. Which ETF fund is better for income, JEPQ or QQI? You guys seem to be liking these dare to compares. Well, we're going to keep doing them. And we have a clear winner for you today. But before we get into that, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video and watching our channel. We've added a lot of new subscribers, so we're excited to have all the new people part of this. We also have something new. If you look down in the description below, you'll see a link for our Patreon. If you want to support the channel, keep this thing rolling. It's just a simple $1, $2, $3. Buy a Coke. Just helps the channel keep going, keep us producing as many videos as we possibly can. Let's get into today's video. NEOS QQI and JPMorgan JEPQ, they generate income from options trading of the Nasdaq 100. Now, I have a video on both of these two independently that we definitely look into exactly what performs from it. But when we start looking at this, they're similar, but they're different. The return rate, 17.38. JPMorgan, 21.67. Well, JPMorgan's going to win that one. A 30-day SEC of 0.12 versus an SEC of 10%. Well, again, JPMorgan's going to earn that one. I will put an asterisk right off the bat, though, is it goes down to is when does NEOS sell off their product? They try to match the Nasdaq 100 almost to a T. You'll see they have 104 different holdings that they deal with when the Nasdaq is the top 100. JP Morgan, on the other side, does a more balanced in sectors. So they're balanced in technology, they're balanced in finance, they're balanced in consumer goods. So a true more call to Nasdaq 100 would be the NEOS, but JP Morgan is definitely kind of carved out of how they know how to make this thing work. So let's take a look at the returns now. JPQ, 1 month is 1.97, QQI 2.26. 3 months, you're looking at 8.09 to 8.06. 6 month JPU is 5.13, but QQI punches out a 12.55 return. Year to dates, of course, they're going to stay about the same. 1 year, 23.6 to 24.33. We get down to this one. I hate to say it, guys, but they're a well-balanced fund between the two. Even with JP Morgan doing some little things different with being a well-balanced fund, both of them are in the Nasdaq. They're both producing this equal amount of numbers, so I have to say they're both equal at this point. So now what we did, we say, hey, let's take a look at some crazy numbers. We'll put $10,000 in each fund for 12 months. Let's see what we crank out of it. So we'll start with QQI, $10,000 into this fund, buys us about 200 shares. We're able to get about a 7% return back on our money and a 10.33% return in dividend returns for a total return of 17.38. Some solid numbers here from this one. You know, we look at the dividends that they pay, you know, you're pretty much from 59 to 64 cent premium. So it's a nice cash flow with a nice solid stock value return. We go to JEPQ and we see something a little bit different. When we put the $10,000 into it, paid $51.96, 192 shares, so it cost us a little bit more money per share. But at the end of the 12 months, we would have a stock return of 11.76%. Our dividend would only be a 9.91% because they're not getting the dividend to stock value corrected on that. They keep wanting to grow the stock return and not have the huge dividend. For a total return of 21.67%. So the numbers look great for an investment account. And it's great if you're sitting here saying, I want to be an investor and I need to get 21% out of the money. More power to you with doing this. So let's take a look at the price adjustments over time. QQI and JEPQ show similar ups and downs in their patterns. But I will give you one asterisk to that. If you look at QQI and you see the big sharp mountain drops, and then right where the red arrow is put, you continue to see the mountains and the ridges that they bounce through. And when you compare that to JEPQ, you see the same patterns, but you see them more rounded. You see it not as aggressive as QQI. And that's because JPQ, again, has that balanced approach. They have the balance of we're so much into technology, we're so much into finance, we're so much into consumer goods that they are not just aggressively going out and doing technology is the thing to be today. We're in technology. They're doing a more balanced, controlled approach, and that's what takes out those bumps out of the road. So the chart shows that they can hold the price over a long period of time. The question is, one's a little bit rougher, and then the other one's a little bit smoother. So let's take a look at the summary of the two funds. For stock return, the QQI 705, JPMorgan 1176. Well, that's going to go to JPMorgan. Dividend return 10.33 versus a 9.91. That's going to QQI. Stock total return 17.38 to 21.67. A 4% gain in a stock fund, definitely where we want it to be. JEPQ. So the winner between the two funds, ETF funds, QQI, JEPQ, it goes JEPQ. The total return gains of 21.67% for a 4.29 increase is really the deciding factor, as JPQ is where you want to be, along with that smoother ride to that same point. Your dividend gains, though, is 9.91. It's a 0.24% decrease. It's a good number. It's not a great number, but still it has to lean more towards a JPQ. And then the total gains of 11.76, that's a 4.71% increase. And I just tell you, you're gaining your NAV. It's a great fund to be in across the board. And this is why so many people have been into JPEQ. It's a strong fund to have, and it's a strong fund to be a part of. So our clear winner is going to be JPMorgan, JEPQ. Now, this is a great winner for growing your retirement funds. But now let me ask you this question. Who's the winner for a retirement account? JPQ or QQI for a retirement account? And the answer is going to be, it's a clear winner, neither one. Now you're probably scratching your head saying, you just said JPQ was a great retirement to build your retirement account. If you're into the point where you're moved into retirement and you're ready to set sail and enjoy the golden years, and you want to pay your bills with money coming in, neither one of these two are designed to pay dividends to live off of. They are designed to give you growth with income. And when you're in retirement, you want income with protected growth. Retirement accounts need income more than they need growth. That's what you're living off of. You want to get more money from your money to pay your bills, to enjoy those vacations, to do what you want to do. Your dividend gains of 10.33 or 9.91 may look good, but we have found so many more funds that make 12% with a lower risk and still have the strong upside of growth. So in my opinion, guys, neither one of these would be in my retirement program when you settle in and say, I'm done, I'm retiring. If you're the early bird that's just starting to get into saving for retirements, definitely jump in JEPQ. But if you're at that point where you're breaking over and you're ready to go into the future, I would not put either one of these into it because there's so much better funds out there.
Hey, I'm Doug, the retirement guy, and I'll tell you this. If you like what you're seeing, press that thumbs up button. Give us a like onto it. If you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe. Don't miss any of the videos and the channels that we're putting out there. And if you have any comments at all, put them down below. We love to hear from you. We're getting a lot of reviews. We're getting a lot of comments from people, and we're doing more videos to give them what they're looking for. Everything helps the channel. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.